Well, I don't know if you remember the feminist, ultra woke rollout of High Guardian Spice, which was announced, I don't know, late last year or so, receiving a trailer that had roughly 10 to 1 dislikes to likes. It's one area of modern culture, modern entertainment has remained relatively based, and that has been anime, or as some of you call it, anime. And it's been a long time coming. The show is finally released, and it was a complete disaster. I can't actually believe I missed it. If we look back at the original trailer, a minute 44 of absolute horror, you see 3.9 thousand upvotes to 29,000 downvotes. This is how people who never seen anime imagine what anime looks like. This is the most generic plot for a magical setting ever. Totally Spies did a better anime-inspired show. Spoiler alert, show ends by defeating the main villain with the power of friendship. They all become certified guardians, or whatever the heck that is. Pink hair mom spirit probably bestows her power to her daughter plot. I mean, nobody. Wasn't Crunchyroll an anime streaming service? Since when did they start streaming cartoons? They're using the term original very, very loosely. So not only is it woke and garbage, but it's unoriginal. So this is stunning and brave. I'm literally shaking right now. I mean, it's just, if you look at High Guardian Spice, all of the original, talking about a week of High Guardian Spice is worse than you think. It's a Gundam saying High Guardian Spice proves Crunchyroll doesn't understand anime. Garbage is written like Steven's Universe, but worse. High Guardian Spice writer goes after men. Crunchyroll faces massive backlash over show. If you remember, and I just want to say, I've had people say that it isn't fair that I say all people with crazily colored hair are crazy, and that is true. Okay? When I see someone with brightly colored hair, I am suspicious. However, it does not mean they are crazy. All right? I have friends who have blue hair, and they're not insane. But you see, just 6 days ago, High Guardian Spice hits a new low. Crunchyroll caught red-handed. I can't believe I missed all of this. High Guardian Spice writer won't apologize for end all men tweets. Yeah. So here's the creator, and I just say it. Not all, hashtag not all. Marvel and High Guardian Spice writer Kate Leth refuses to apologize for end all men social media posts, blames critics for not understanding that she was in fact Tumblr pilled. Don't know what that means. Let's find out. Writer Kate Leth, whose credits include script work for Crunchyroll's High Guardian Spice and a single volume of Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat for Marvel, recently dismissed the rightful criticisms of her end-all men rhetoric, heavy rhetoric on social media, claiming history by not only refusing to apologize, but also blaming critics for not inherently knowing that she was in a, quote, Tumblr-pilled state of mind. Now, if you're not spending, is that even a site anymore? I don't think that's a site anymore. But nonetheless, if you're in the market for a new computer, I'm going to add this at the end of this video for Meta PCs. By the way, gamer or not, I'm saving up too. I'm hoping to get my new computer by the end of the year, although it looks light. October was kind of slow for hilarity news, but I'm hoping to get a new one too, and I'm going to be going with Meta using promo code The Quartering too. As documented in a well-circulated compilation image, Leth's Twitter history is filled with numerous misandric posts which serve no purpose other than to insult men, in some cases call for outright raising hands against the entire gender. For example, in 2013, she tweeted, moral of the story, I hate men. Likewise, in January 2015, she wrote, well, we're trying to decide a slogan for 2015, torn between why not and nothing's weird, but my vote is still for end all men. Here's her tweeting, men are trash. Sorry for a sweeping generalization, but since it's almost entirely old white men making these decisions, I don't feel bad. While Leth's social media history has had little effect on her professional career, as she has since gone on to write for such companies like Dark Horse, Hasbro, and the aforementioned Crunchyroll and Marvel, it has drawn the ire of audiences, many of whom, both fans of her works and critics, completely disagree with her proudly declared ism. It was less than a stellar repertoire with fans, along with her generally antagonistic social media presence that led to the above tweets once again making the rounds following the release of High Guardian Spice, the abominable Crunchyroll exclusive for which Leth featured as a series writer. By the way, this is via boundingintocomics.com. Taking notice of the subsequent wave of recent backlash against her tweet, Leth took to Twitter November 4th to observe to her followers in a now deleted thread. Shocking. Funny how people who spam my contact form with demands for accountability because I worked on a cartoon always use burner emails. How dare you say end all men, she continued. Well, hun, those tweets are 8 years old, and I was Tumblr pilled at the time. If you can't get that, I don't know what to tell you. I block people who are jerks. Also, nothing is, quote, my show. I have only ever been one person on a writing staff. Interestingly enough, trying to distance herself from the absolute disaster that is what is it called? High Guardian Spice. However, though Leth attempts to explain away her past rhetoric as simply being Tumblr pilled, one should take note that at no time in her tweets does she apologize for having espoused such hateful words. Instead, she opts to paint her critics as somehow lacking integrity for not understanding magically, one should note, as Leth has never really spoken about these tweets until now, that she was in allegedly a former state of mind. Ultimately, Leth's tweet reads less like taking responsibility and more like an unreasonable shifting of blame for own failings under her critics. Well, let's see how the show came out. We know the show was marketed as being simply diverse and therefore you must watch. Must be awesome, right? Let's take a look at what IMDb has to say with just 667 reviews. So let's not run to these people are mean and they're review brigading this, because that doesn't appear to be the case. We only have 600. It currently sits at a 1.4 out of 10. Not very good. How about Crunchyroll's official review, right? I actually didn't see this on Rotten Tomatoes. We could take a look. I assume the critics gave it 150% and the people gave it something worse. Let's see. I don't know if it's even on there since it's on. No, it doesn't look like it's even. They don't even have an entry on there. All right. On Crunchyroll, it has 500 votes, a 2.3 out of 5, so 4.6 out of 10. That's actually a little better than I thought. Some of the reviews: 1 star, waste of time, nothing special. I'm new to Crunchyroll and I didn't know there was rage against it, so I just watched the first 3 episodes, so it gave it a fighting chance, and there's no chance I would watch a 4th one. Nothing to do with anime, tragic voiceover, tragic script. Storyline, oh wait, I've already seen it on Netflix. There's absolutely nothing good about this series. Do yourself a favor, don't watch this show. The dialogue and voice acting is laughably bad and heinous at best. And the plot is the same. The power of friendship cliche has already been overused. This isn't anime. It's a show made to cater to people who don't even use the platform. Honestly, you're better off watching anything else, because this is a show I wouldn't dare wish upon my worst enemy. Oh, just all these bigots. All these bigots. What's funny to me is they took all these anime fans. This is why so many anime fans don't feel bad pirating, just saying. They took your money when you pay for anime and they spent it on this garbage. How about this one? October 28th. Political and not anime. Firstly, it's not even close to an anime in any way. Too much SJW ideology in it, creating their fantasy world with zero interesting characters, and the world is forgettable to send political messages funny. The animation and VAs are not good. It's kind of insulting how they treat their audience. So supposedly this show is for mature audiences. You need to show not every little detail. I don't mind having girl-on-girl action or trans in the shows, but You should learn how to include them in a story and make an audience actually care about them. Don't just say, hi, I'm trans, meaning you need to feel for me. This is low to honest. This is low to be honest, is I assume what they meant. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that worked on Netflix with She-Ra, right? Like, oh my God, there's 2 cartoon girls that kissed it. Yes, Slay Queen, 10 out of 10. But Crunchyroll doesn't have these, like, Crunchyroll has actual anime fans. Bruh, why'd you do this, Crunchyroll? Just how much money did Crunchyroll waste on this? I'm cringing too hard to even finish episode 2. I don't like paying attention to Twitter drama, but they would have spared me if I'd only heard. Everything from the design to the characters to the animation is a Western bad attempt at anime. I don't want to go into the story or dialogue since it may show my bias. However, with the technical elements of the show being so poor, you need a much better story and script. Don't watch this. Absolute disaster. Who could have foreseen this? Oh yeah, all my beautiful, wonderful viewers who, if you haven't yet, please do click that red subscribe button down below. And here's a quick word from my sponsor, Meta PCs. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Meta PCs. Now, I know you're not going to run out and quick buy a brand new computer just because I ran this ad, but what I would hope is that you'll keep Meta PCs in mind for a variety of reasons and use my promo code, TheQuartering, to save big at checkout. Look, Meta PCs offers custom configurations. It has insane parts availability. They're one of the few people I see out there with the brand new NVIDIA 3090 in stock and shipping. When you buy from them, they offer you build photos as they work along. When you receive your PC, it's ready to go out of the box. It's 100% US-based sales and support. And one of my favorite things, it's a veteran-owned business. Meta PCs is veteran-owned. One of Meta's owners has served in Afghanistan and Iraq and received a Purple Heart for his service. Meta also employs military veterans in the Meta Operations Center and also provides systems to veterans going back to school to help them re-enter the workforce all across the United States. Meta PCs also offers financing. Head on over to MetaPC at metapcs.com. Use code TheQuartering at checkout to save money and support my content. If nothing else, go configure a PC, build a little wish list, and when you're ready, remember to use code TheQuartering at checkout at MetaPCs. I know I'll be getting myself a brand new one before the end of the year. Check out metapcs.com.